Say, man, you ever been reading the Bible and you read that, the oil shall always be upon their heads as anointment? Or you ever heard, like, that oil being referenced to Aaron's beard and you were wondering, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you what the Bible showed me at 4 o'clock in the morning last night. You dig? Let's get it. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 8. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. Let thy head lack no ointment. You feel me? Now, does that mean that I should be walking around with my head anointed 24/7? No. But I mean, why not though? But that's not necessarily what the Bible's always talking about. It's a little deeper than that, you dig? Psalms chapter 133, a song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. For brethren to dwell together in unity. Now, where's the correlation with that? Let's flip over to verse number 2. Verse 2, it is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments. So as we read in verse 1 and verse 2 of Psalms chapter 133, the ointment that runs upon her head, even upon Aaron's beard, is relation to how God loves how brothers dwell together in unity. So again, I'm going to read Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 8. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. Translation, always live in your righteous state of mind. Do not be reprobate. Keep your mind sober. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. And always let your head be in a state where it's never lacking ointment. Always have the love for your brother, for your brethren on the top of your head at all times. It's important to live in that spirit. You feel me? Now allow me to emphasize the importance of loving thy brother as thyself. You feel me? Matthew chapter 22, verse 34. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. Keep the oil upon your head at all times, 24/7, man. Verse 38, this is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Dang. So yes, there's a multitude, a plethora of other commandments. By the end of the day, loving God with all your heart and mind and loving thy brother as thyself is every commandment surprised, combined into two commandments. You know what I'm saying? If you love your brother as thyself, you're going to have the knowledge of what it means to love God. Loving God is following commandments. You feel me? So once you do that, it becomes easier to follow the commandments because you understand what you're doing it for. At least making the attempt, because you're going to get better with time. Just pray that God got mercy on your soul through the moments that you are falling short. You feel me?